Morning, Ray.
Morning.
What are you guys sort of discussing amongst yourselves about how to, just kind of make sure you're feeding off the atmosphere that you'll have here tonight and getting off to that good sort of first 10 minutes I know you're looking for?
Yeah, for sure. I think tonight we know start's important, and I think the crowd should help us out there. Obviously, not our two best starts in Calgary, but we battled back in both games, and especially game two. But tonight, I think with the atmosphere and the crowd buzzing, I think there's no excuse why we shouldn't come out flying tonight.
This Calgary group can really put your defensemen under a lot of pressure and duress. As forwards, what's kind of the messaging to you about the ways you can help with that?
Yeah, well, I think holdups in the neutral zone are key. Getting on top of their guys, not letting them come through with speed, and just put the puck in and make that defenseman go back with the guy sniffing, coming right behind them. So we got to make sure that we're getting holdups for them and try to just limit their clean forechecks as much as possible.
We're always talking about special teams in the playoffs, but in this series, 4-on-4 has actually gone pretty well for the Oilers. Everyone says, oh, we've got to stay out of the box, but from your perspective, your team, if you guys do some after the whistle stuff and it turns out to be a 4-on-4 and you take a guy off with you, is that a problem for the Oilers right now?
Well, I mean, I think usually throughout the year we've been a decent 4-on-4 team. I mean, you got Connor and Leo playing together on that 4-on-4. I mean, that's two tough guys to stop. So obviously we want to limit the after the whistle stuff, and we want to play through the whistles, and but at the same time stick up for each other. And so I mean, we've had success there before, but also you can get stung there too. So obviously staying disciplined is as the series goes on, it's going to become more and more important.
So Jacob Markstrom's a Vezina candidate, obviously a very, very top goalie in the league. And you guys have put at least 5 past him 3 games in a row here. How come? When you got going on this goalie?
Well, I mean, obviously we know he's a good goalie, so we try to pressure him as much as possible. And the first game, we didn't do a good enough job early enough in the game to do that. But I thought the other night we did a good job right from the start, just kind of putting pucks on, getting those second opportunities, not letting them see every shot. And it's things like that slowly you got to break goalies down that way. But we know he's a good goalie, and we just got to pressure him as much as possible.
Ryan, there's always a lot of focus on Connor, Leon, and yourself. Can you maybe talk just about what you've seen in the growth this year with Ryan McLeod? Like you, he's playing in every situation. Just, how do you see the progression in his game?
For sure. I mean, definitely over the past couple of years and stepping into this year, he made a big step. I think offensively, defensively, like you said, I mean, he plays in every situation. To be able to do that, I mean, he's a smart player, and he knows when to think offensively, when to be defensive-minded. So I think he's really taken a step in the right direction this year, and it's exciting to see for our team and for himself, and definitely a guy that you can trust on all sides of the puck.
Ryan, just over here on your right, that's a big group over in Calgary, especially on the defense core, but Zach Hyman's skill set and toolkit has really helped you guys in the first couple of games. What can you say about the dynamic he brings and how important that is in a series like this and the addition of him overall this season?
Yeah, I think all year we've seen it. The way that he plays the game is, I mean, he's just so hard on pucks. He's one of the toughest guys in the league to take the puck off of. So, I mean, we've seen him go up against the biggest guys in the league, and you still can't take the puck off him. So it's definitely something that he takes pride in, and he does so well. So I think that's been a huge key for us all year. And obviously holding on to the puck's one thing, but being able to do something with it the next play is another thing. And you obviously can find a guy when he's open and can put the puck in the net when he sees an opportunity. So definitely, I think it's kind of something that he's built all year, and we're seeing it now too.
We as media and fans of hockey in general can only imagine how difficult it is to play in a Stanley Cup playoff game. But the ability of your goaltender, Mike Smith, to compartmentalize, when it's not going his way, but he seems to be focused on the next stop. How difficult is that as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, I think especially as a goalie, you're in there. There's no breaks. You're not getting, you're not going off for a shift or two, and you got to be able to put that last one behind you as quick as possible. And I think that's why being a good goalie in this league, you have to be so mentally strong. And obviously, to play as long as Smitty has, obviously he's mentally strong and. He knows what to fall back on, and he's confident as he should be in his abilities. So, and we're confident in him as a group. So, I think as a player, you obviously have to put if you had a tough shift, you get scored on, you got to put that behind you and move on. But I think just as important as a goalie.
Ryan, you've been here with Connor a long time, and we've all marveled what he'd done, but it looks like he's just taken his game to even another level, I guess. Can you just comment on just the way he's taken over games right now and how he's kind of separated himself from the pack even?
Yeah, I think he continues every year. Every important situation, he seems to take another step and bring his game to another level. And I think this playoffs, he's been physically, he's been hitting guys. He's used his body to protect the puck and getting on forechecks. And we see that as a group. And then obviously he makes the plays every chance that's available. So it creates something out of nothing in so many situations. So I mean, as a group, when he's your captain, he's doing that. You want to follow that, and you want to follow his example, basically.
When you have a guy like that, do you ever feel like you're ever out of a game? Like you guys were down 4-1, you came back, you were down 2-0. Like, do you ever feel like, no, we got Connor on our side, we're never out of a game here?
Well, I mean, obviously he makes things happen when you don't think it's possible, but we don't want to put ourselves in situations where we're just waiting, like relying on Connor to have to go do something crazy like that. I mean, obviously we want to put ourselves in good situations and as a group, find a way to score 5-on-5 and whatnot. But I mean, obviously having a guy like that is pretty special. Okay, thanks.